Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Wednesday, and look who is here. Our good friend, and we hope yours, Jerry Hill, coming in. Welcome to you. Welcome. How are you? July 1st.
July 1st.
How about that?
That's crazy. Like, it feels like, and I guess part of it was, traveling with track and stuff. The summer was already underway.
That's true.
And I'm still out there traveling and stuff. So I'm really only a couple of weeks in, less than a couple of weeks into summer, and here it is, July 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So let me do this while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I told Garrett on an MJ and I trip to Pittsburgh this weekend, there was a Jerry Hill mention. So here it is. It's not what you thought it was, but we'll go back to what you thought it was.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Because that's a pretty good story also.
It's not a great story.
It's a fun story.
All right.
But we went to the Roberto Clemente Museum, which is just terrific.
Yeah.
And the guide there was, giving us the life highlights, details, and then the tragic death of Roberto Clemente. You know, he was delivering food and stuff, Nicaragua. And the plane was just a rickety old plane. He said that never should have been in the air, but they were desperate to get supplies and food there. The pilot of the plane was Jerry Hill. The ill-fated plane that killed Roberto Clemente. And the guy says, Jerry Hill, and MJ and I both look at each other. And I said, oh, yeah.
There's a few of us out there.
We're bringing that up.
There are a few of us out there.
We're bringing that up on Wednesday.
Apparently that one's not out there anymore, but.
True.
Yeah.
Very sad there. Very tragic. The other one is, the other story with you in Pittsburgh was the game I talked about, or the time we went to Pittsburgh when Baylor played West Virginia, 2012.
Somebody threw a no-hitter.
Yeah, Homer Bailey no-hitter.
Blah, 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 blah.
We went up to the see the Pirates and the Reds play that Friday night. Yeah. Hey, Jerry, you want to go? No, you're committed to the Bear Foundation cruise dinner.
Had a cruise dinner
on the Allegheny.
And literally I could see the stadium. I'm tracking it on my phone and I'm like, are you kidding me? And that's as close as I got to that no-hitter.
Yeah.
And at that point, closest I ever got to that park.
Right.
So,
on a boat right outside.
Right outside.
PNC Park.
I don't even remember which of the rivers we were on, but literally I could see the lights. I could, I was tracking it on my phone, and that was a rough night.
That was tough. But you were a good soldier. Is what you were.
I was soldiering. Yes,
you were to go with the Bear Foundation.
Yep.
When a lot of us said, no, we've got something else to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there was Heath. Now Heath has another part of that story.
Heath just declined.
Yeah, he said. No, his quote was, "If you've seen one baseball game, you've seen them all."
He did. He missed a no-hitter.
He did. Yeah. That's what I texted him. Yeah. If you've seen one no-hitter, you've seen them all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But that was memorable.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Sure.
John.
Well, it's timely.
That.
I've been to Pittsburgh, and you're here.
Pittsburgh.
And it's timely.
Yeah.
It'll never go away either.
You want to hear a quick? Because you were talking about Big 12.
Yes.
Days coming up.
Yes.
And I don't know if you remember this or not. And I can't remember why it was in Houston that year, but one year we had Big 12 football day, and I guess maybe the game was down there. It doesn't feel like it though. I don't think we ever played
championship
in Houston.
Game ever there.
That's what I was trying to remember, but I remember the media days being in Houston.
Yeah,
and it would have been 01, I think maybe.
Okay.
And on the way back, John Werner and I were traveling on the way back, and we got sideswiped. We had gotten off to go to Hempstead Inn.
Yeah.
It was closed. We were going through an intersection where they have to stop, and we didn't. Ooh. And John's driving. He goes through, and this Volvo, just a tank, hits us on the side. We spin. So I don't even know how many times. We rolled over several times. Both of it, when we landed, car landed on its top.
My goodness.
And both of us are hanging by our seatbelts.
Wow, man.
And so that's my memory of
Big 12. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, I actually did I was obviously still at the Waco Trib at that point, and I did an opinion column, which I don't usually do, on the editorial page. about seatbelts. Seatbelts will save you because it hit me. I literally walked away completely unscathed.
Wow.
John had some cuts on his faces from the windshield breaking out, and we went to the Brenham Hospital. But yeah, he was just fine. So it was crazy. It was crazy.
Not a great memory.
Yeah.
How many of the Southwest Conference press tours did you go on?
I would have gone to a bunch of them.
Yeah.
You know, I started covering Baylor in '87.
Right.
So I think I would have been
Probably all of
for
them since
most
then.
of them since then. And some
that was a different world,
memorable ones there too.
Yeah.
And I know you brought up the deal about Dave and his cronies starting that. And the one I remember was them going down to College Station. I think you know this story.
Yeah.
But it was maybe Bear Bryant's first year.
Yeah.
And they on their trip to, was it Junction?
Junction.
Junction was where they were doing camp, and 3 buses came in and 1 left. That's how many players were left after their camp at Junction.
Quit.
So the conference tours were fun. Usually what we would do is John and I would split it. We'd each go to like 4 schools or whatever. So it was fun. But yeah, that was a memorable time. I do like this setup a lot better.
Yeah, true.
It's a lot easier,
right?
With now, but it's
easier for everybody.
Back then, though, it was fun. It was probably great for young guys. I would think for married guys, not so much because, you're on the road for how many ever days. And
it was 10 days. There was 1 off day, but then 9 schools.
And it was a lot.
Yeah.
Like it was just a lot. So, but yeah, I do appreciate the Big 12 schedule a little more.
Yeah, true. When Mr. Dave started doing that, who would have gone with him? Did Hollis go with him?
I don't know if it was Hollis, but it would have been some of the guys. I don't know if Denny was here yet.
Okay.
But, it would have been like, I'm trying to remember who was in Austin, but it would have been whoever was in Austin.
Okay.
Like Fort Worth.
Sam Blair, maybe?
May have been Sam Blair.
Yeah.
But there were only like 3 or 4 guys. And they would literally get in cars, maybe carpool some, but they would literally get in cars and just go around to the different places.
And it was them doing this on their own, basically.
Yeah, there was no schedule.
Because the conference didn't
so it was
anything
literally just them hopping in a car. Hey, let's go here.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
There you go. Texas football.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Mr.
Dave's name still on the front, which is great.
Got my copy. It was actually Saturday night when I went to the Sports Hall of Fame for the post softball dinner there at Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and got my copy there.
I got one there too also. So they're there now, Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
All right, other things to talk about. Wimbledon is going on, and Baylor's got some representation there.
They do. And breaking news, Jensen Brooksby, who was only here for a bit, he has made it through to the 3rd round. He's won a couple of matches in straight sets, beat the number 31 seed this morning. I believe it was 6-2, 6-2, 6-3, Ignacio Buse.
Okay.
So he is into the 3rd round and likely will play number 1 seed. I don't know if it's Yannick Sinner, but he's the number 1 seed, number 1 ranked player in the world.
Okay.
And he actually survived a 5-setter in the 1st round. And last time I looked, he had won 2 tiebreakers in his 2nd round match and was into the 3rd set, and I think was actually down 4-1. But I figure that's who he's going to play.
Right.
So
that's cool. Would that be tomorrow, or do you know?
Probably be. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. Probably be Friday.
Okay.
They'll skip a day and play Friday. A lot of the doubles is tomorrow.
Okay.
And you mentioned Baylor representation, Konstantin Franzen. He is playing, and I can't remember the guy's first name, but it's Haas, Haase.
Okay.
And Konstantin is ranked 39th in the world in doubles.
Is that right?
He's not seeded, I don't think, in this tournament, but 39th in the world. And then John Peers, who at one point was number 2 in the world, he is, I think he's 68th ranked now, John. And again, I'm drawing a blank on who he's playing with, but both of them will play tomorrow. Okay. Peers is playing the number 2 seeds overall.
Wow. Okay.
So
now, is he mixed doubles? Or not? I'm
not sure if he's playing mixed. He usually does.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
But this was just men's doubles. I haven't looked at mixed doubles yet, but men's doubles, he's playing tomorrow. And like I said, they're playing the number 2 seed.
Okay.
So tough 1st round draw, but, he's had a great career. John has. So Be fun to watch them and fun to watch Jensen because he's struggled a little bit. I looked it up. This is the first time he's been out of the second round since February at a tournament in Dubai. His first Grand Slam victory at all since last year's U.S. Open. So he's had a tough stretch here, but seems to be getting back on track.
That's great. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
John Pierce, a member of the Baylor Athletic Hall of Fame.
No, he's not.
I thought he was.
No.
He
was nominated.
Okay.
Yeah, he was nominated.
I thought maybe this year. Maybe he will
Maybe
be.
he'll be in. You'll
anything
find out
you
tomorrow.
want to share?
I'll just say he was on the ballot this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He should be.
Yeah.
And maybe he will be.
Now, I think part of the deal is that he was only here 1 year.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like what I was talking to you about with Epé. First ballot or two, Epé hardly got any attention. I think it was that deal of just being here 1 year.
That's gotcha.
But John had a great 1 year here.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was All-American in singles and doubles. Led Baylor to Big 12 regular season. I think tournament championships as well. Maybe the quarterfinals of the NCAA tournament. So again, here for a short period, but had a great career. And he's had a great career in the pros, particularly in the doubles. That's kind of what he's focused on. Same way with Constantine, not playing a lot of singles, mainly doubles. And it looked like I was kind of looking up the results. Jensen has started playing a little more doubles. That wasn't his thing early on in his career. John, but what I was remembering back since I knew we were going to talk about tennis a little bit today, because I was trying to remember the timetable of when he was at Baylor. Right. Because he wasn't here very long.
Right.
But he signed with Baylor in December of 2018 as the number 1 recruit.
Oh.
I think in the nation, maybe in the world.
Are we talking about who? John Pierce?
No.
Jensen.
Jensen Brooksby.
Okay.
Signed with Baylor in December of 2018. That next summer, 2019, so he would have been coming in 2019-20. That would have been his first year. Yeah. He was in the U.S. Open as an 18-year-old, beat Tomas Berdych, former top 10 in the world, Wimbledon finalist, beat him in the first round. And so he delayed his enrollment until January. He actually got hurt in the second round, and that's why he didn't ever play at Baylor. Because I remember going and interviewing him downstairs, not in the training room, but in the weight room where he was doing some rehab work and stuff, and did a story on him right before the start of the spring of 20.
Wow. So,
and then fall of 20, he turned pro as 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
How
about that?
Oh, he's only here that brief time.
We claim him though.
We claim him, and I remember. I think it was the story when he turned pro. He said, "You'll see me wearing Baylor gear."
That's great.
So I think he continues that. I don't know how much Baylor gear he wears, like in tournaments and stuff, but like practicing and stuff like that, he still claims Baylor. So that's pretty cool.
That's great. Very good.
Yeah.
And we tease the Hall of Fame. The announcement is coming tomorrow. Yeah. Jerry continues to hold this over my head that he knows and I don't, but we'll all find out tomorrow. Anything you want to tease about since it's 24 hours away?
Well, all I know is that Doug McNamee will be in studio tomorrow.
That's right.
To make that announcement.
That's true. That's big.
I might make an appearance.
Come on.
Just to be there when it's announced, just to just to be there. That's how much I'm going to tell.
Okay, that's
Doug McNamee.
I'm going to quit asking.
First time as AD.
I'm tired of asking.
This is his first Hall of Fame class, so he will be here to make that announcement.
I'm tired of asking. I'm really tired of you knowing and me not knowing. Yeah. That's what I'm tired of.
I'm loving it. It's kind of like you being at a no hitter and me being on a boat.
On a boat. Yep.
It's a lot similar to that.
It's very similar to that.
Yeah.
One of your other sports is track and field. Yeah. We've got the Baylor season is over, but we've got some who are running really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Including a gold medal in Paris this weekend.
Trayvon Bromell, he's been a pro. He turned pro after his sophomore year here, and has done really well on the pro circuit as well. He won the Diamond League 100 meters in Paris, and he beat Noah Lyles. And there's a picture out there where as he's crossing the line, he's looking over at Noah Lyles, and Noah Lyles sends out a tweet or something. He's like, be careful. They're basically sunny.
Yeah.
The last person that did this to me barely made it to the podium. And so Noah was won the Olympics in Paris in 24. And I can't remember the guy's name, but he was like 8th. He barely even made the final. So he was like, be careful, Sonny.
Yeah.
So,
who else? Alexis Brown, is she?
So this week is the Prefontaine.
Oh, that's right.
And so Trayvon is there, and that's in Eugene, Oregon, where Prefontaine started his career. Trayvon is in the 100. Alexis Brown is in the long jump, and Demario Prince coming off a great year, and he ran in the Jamaican championships here a couple of weeks ago, and almost beat his school record. He had set it last summer at the Jamaican championships, 13.12 in the 110 meter hurdles. He ran 13.13 this time.
Yeah.
So, and I think he has like either 8 or 9 of the top, 12 marks or something like that. So he's had an amazing career. He's got a year left. So I think at least 1 year. He may have an indoors, a 2 indoor, but I think probably after next year he turns pro. But he'll be there at the Prefontaine as well. And Michael works with several pros around the world, actually. And I can't remember the girl's name, but she will be in the 100 meters. So Michael works with, I think it's about 6 of the pros outside of Baylor. And then he works with, obviously a lot of the ones that have come through Baylor. He's been Trayvon's personal coach for a long time now. Works, Alexis Brown trains there at Baylor. So DeMar Francis, several of those actually still work out or train at Baylor. Nice. So kind of a good connection there. And, all of them have done well. So it'll be fun to watch them at the Prefontaine. And then we talked about it in the office, but there's not technically a world championship this year. Yeah. The replacement is the World Ultimate Championship. And it takes like the I don't know if it's like just the champions, but it takes, the Paris Olympics, at least the champions, but maybe more, maybe the medalists or whatever. And then different like world championships. And, even like Demario is going to the Commonwealth Games this summer, so all of those will converge, and the World Ultimate Championships, I believe it's in September. Okay. That'll be held. So still a lot of track going on. Yeah. It's weird. It's a non-Olympic year, but still a lot of things going on. The World Under 20, which Baylor has a couple that have qualified for that. That will be, I believe it's late July, early August, back in Eugene. So Robert Miller, a signee from Jamaica, he made it in the 400 meter hurdles. He's the next Nate the Great. He's nice. He's gone under 50 seconds, which is a big barrier. And so he could follow in those shoes at least. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Ezekiel, right? But he's going to be a really good one here. Very cool. Yeah. All right, a lot of track going on. Yeah. Final thought was the annual softball game. Yeah. Was that last weekend? It was last Saturday. Explain how that all came about. Yeah. So this was, I guess it would have been the 44th annual. Okay. Haven't had it every year, but it started at the Lake Erie practice fields. And it was basically, John McClain, the general, he had left to go to the Chronicle. There were a few others that had gone from the Trib to the Chronicle. So they kind of had a team, but then it would be like, the Fallons would play for them. Frank Fallon played. And then it was basically versus the Trib. So Dave Campbell played on our team back in '83. Yeah. David Pinto. I don't know if you remember that name. He played David Mantooth. So that started in 1983. And then when Getterman was built, I think Tom Stanton was the AD at the time. And he agreed to let us play over there. And so it's been over there since maybe 01 or 02. That's great. And have played a lot over there. Had kickball one year when we got it rained out. Last year it got rained out again. This year I wasn't able to play because of my grandson's birthday. Jameson turned 4. Right. So good choice to miss the softball game. So, but Trib 1 continued its dominance. 25-8 and 19-13, and that was even with Max Calderon. I invited him to play, and I think he played in it a couple of years ago as well. So Max has played in it a couple times now, but Max and Bryce actually both moved over to the other team because they were really shorthanded. John McClain says it was the worst team ever.
Oh, really?
Because they only had 2 young guys. All the other ones bailed out. So a lot of their older guys, like Carol Fidel and Mike Parrish, they were having to play. And so they just weren't a great team.
Lester? Was Lester here?
Lester was at the dinner Saturday night, did not play. And that's a whole nother story.
Right.
But yes, he had a bad injury or accident. John, I know that Haley and Steven, my oldest son, and his now wife, Haley, I don't think they were married yet. So it might have been 2009.
Oh, that long ago.
Yes. And she was actually first responder on the scene.
Oh, wow.
She's now a nurse practitioner. But he ran into the brick wall behind home plate. Now padded. Yeah. It's the Lester Zed Memorial padding.
That's right.
Survived the accident, I guess. But broke his hips, his wrists, and was in the hospital for like 4 months. So,
man, that's
so they put the padding in after that, and we still get to play, but we have to sign waivers and have insurance and all this stuff.
That's a good move.
It's a different age now. So.
All right. So that one, like Q Myers came and played.
Q has come several times. He came last year when it got rained out.
Yeah.
So we did the lunch at George's, and I think he had planned on coming, but he thought it was next weekend because this coming up weekend is actually July 4th, but that was why we moved it because we don't play on the 4th of July, but it's usually the 4th of July weekend. So Q was in Hawaii this weekend.
Nice.
So, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Cool. Very good. That's a good tradition. A tradition unlike any other.
Unlike any other.
Softball.
All
right. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame announcement tomorrow.
We'll all learn tomorrow.
Well, some of us will learn. Some of us are keeping it very close to the vest.
Keeping it under the hat.
All right. Thanks to Jerry